Chancer here, walking through downtown Alamosa, Colorado. We've actually reached the end of downtown. There's a few restaurants and bars. I wanted to go to the thrift store, but it's closed. The recreation center is also closed. I was thinking about maybe doing some bench pressing, but it's Sunday, so really it's just about a change up in energy for me after being up on the mountain for a period of time. I feel like I have a lot of energy, and I feel like I need to ground. I feel like I had to come to a lower elevation to ground, to release stress and pain. The things that I've been reading, for those of you that are Facebook friends, you've seen what I've posted over the last 24 hours and the emotion that I've shared. It's almost as if we're having major solar flares at this time, which we are, not specifically at this moment. Geomagnetic storming, that is. But the energy is there. And because I kind of have an issue with society and cities, part of me coming here today is to work on that, to breathe, to feel a sense of peace, even if I'm not off the grid, just to be alive. And so, really, we all have these unique opportunities to create our own spiritual experiences, you know what I mean? We do. I'll just be honest with you. I am absorbing and releasing energy when I go to these different spots. So do you, but we're not all aware of it. I'm aware of it. I'm aware that energy on that mountain is powerful. It's so powerful, I don't even feel like I need to be there long term. I feel like I am here to learn something, and it's not really about the off-the-grid Costilla County thing. There's something subtle. It's beyond words. I'm also here to become more powerful, to heal, to work through some of the stuff, some of the things in life that have really kicked my ass inside emotionally. This world has really kicked my ass. And I'm not okay. I'm not okay with playing victim. I'm not okay with being weak. I'm not okay with getting distracted by silly things, micro politics, local corruption, and forgetting the big picture. You know what I mean? I'm 35 years old. I've been doing this for over 10 years. Alternative media, continuously since 2005, with a few breaks here and there. And I'll tell you what, I still make the mistake of listening sometimes to my haters more than my supporters. And occasionally they got to step in and, explain things to me on a real simple level. You know, it's really easy for us to get bogged down with the negativity in this world and forget the things that are positive. That's what the Archons do, man. And you know what they've done right now? They've created a very dangerous climate on the earth. Manufactured racial tensions. They get people to identify with being of a certain race, and they mind fuck them to think that another group, not the system, not the global system, oh no. They mind fuck them into thinking that it's a race because of things that happened in the past in history, as well as things their ancestors faced. There are some people that are still holding on to old world energy, old world politics, old world ways of doing things. This is a time of great change. So there's a sense of anger and resentment that people stuck in the old world seem to hold towards people bringing new information and ideas. I know what it's like to be resented, not even understood. And I've got to learn to deal with that, because as I grow older and become more ethnic looking, because that does go along with age, in some ways, humanity might become a little more nastier to me. These might actually be the good days. And I keep things in perspective, that I have a lot going for me. And whether we call them guardian angels or guides, there's also a lot of mischievous spirits out there that act like they're our guides. But there's no doubt in my mind that throughout my life I've experienced, I'd say hundreds of divine intervention moments that has led me to believe that there is something watching out for me. But that same thing watching out for me will be the first thing to spank me if I start doing wrong to other people. So I genuinely believe in karma, and I know right now I'm dealing with people in my life. I've certainly dealt with them before, and I'll deal with them again. People that don't believe in the concept of karma. What goes around comes around. As we approach these railroad tracks, my intention, is just to be a positive impact on my environment. Whether it be me simply walking somewhere, or talking to someone, or me having a positive impact on this planet by doing the videos that I do. I've sure been walking quite a few minutes, without actually walking by someone. So it's a nice day here in Colorado. A little bit of air pollution going on, but like I said, I came here for a reason. Reacclimate myself to holding my inner zen in different environments. Getting outside the box of being in the same place all the time, even if it's beautiful nature, even if it's up on the mountain, there's like a purpose in me interacting with other people, even if it's silently. Even if it's just me walking around and doing a video for YouTube, covertly, acting like I'm talking on my cell phone as opposed to doing a video. So, we're gonna cross the street here. Looks like we've got some vehicle here for sale. They're preparing for martial law, obviously. I'm just kidding. Now, these are the other side of the tracks over here, and things do feel a little weird in Alamosa, in that neighborhood. There is a significantly higher police presence. There's a drug problem that's getting worse here. There's a methadone clinic that's being proposed for Alamosa, which is not a good sign. Methadone does not help someone actually get off heroin. Someone is clearly very ignorant here in the city of Alamosa, or someone's been paid a lot of money. Viewers, though, and locals need to understand, being critical of aspects of our society that's collapsing, that's not hating. I had the same issue with Portlanders, trying to explain to Portlanders. I don't hate Portland just because I'm criticizing the fact that we have a child sex trafficking problem. According to the media and FBI statistics, Portland is one of the worst cities for that, as well as drug addiction, as well as homelessness. So it's only because I love the real Portland that I talked about some of the social ills. But because we're in a society where we're conditioned to have really big inflated egos and act like we're all that we're ballers and players, and our ancestors are better than your ancestors. I have more money than you. I have more water than you. I have more diamond rings than you. Look at my wife. What do you got? We live in that society where that type of attitude is encouraged. You can have that attitude, but I personally am not going to have that attitude. So looking at these railroads, we can see that this is a part of old Alamosa history. And I think that in general, this is a beautiful part of Colorado. But just because you have mountains around you doesn't mean that your society, your government, your police, your citizens aren't going to have problems, aren't going to succumb to racial tensions and the illusions of separation. It was a very powerful learning experience for me the last couple months. Seeing the slander, seeing how locals in San Luis have treated us, also seeing how other off-the-grid members have operated out of selfishness, like those that are the admins of the SLV Just Us group. I've also seen how they've brought in tones of gender warfare and sexism and things of that nature, as well as socialist-leaning themes and ideologies. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, and I think that's why I have such free reign, I think, in my own heart and mind, to go after corruption wherever it is, because I don't have political allegiances. What I saw recently with trying to help some people off the grid, if some people have military allegiances, Democrat allegiances, Bernie Sanders allegiances, socialism allegiances, if they don't really get that government is corrupt, whether we're talking about Costilla County or the larger government, they're going to make pretty significant mistakes and errors in judgment along the way. One of the greatest shortcomings one could have, character defects, is to have an obsession on people liking you or accepting you. As David Icke has said many times, it's the greatest prison of the mind is the fear of what other people think about us. So when it deals with exposing corruption or trying to change things politically, sure, if you're running for office, you may need to be liked, but some things aren't about running for office and becoming another decision maker yourself. We want less government, more freedom, and we're in a day and age where that can't be achieved without harming the earth or to claiming some sort of racial supremacy over another group. Haters are going to hate. It's important for those of us, though, that are on the path that we spend less time defending ourselves against attacks and we spend more time working together. I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm Alex Ansary, coming to you, I believe it is November 15th, 2015, from the railroad tracks in Alamosa, Colorado. We'll talk to you again soon.